Okay, so you've sent over these reactions, these first impressions of Caddo Lake.
Right.
And wow.
Yeah.
Everyone
A
is,
lot to unpack.
yeah, everyone's clearly blown away, but like really holding back on the spoilers,
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah.
We like that.
Nobody wants spoilers.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
So time travel, a missing kid, Dylan O'Brien.
Mm.
Where do we even begin?
Well, I think the thing that jumps out, at least from, what you've shown me, is that it's not just your typical genre film.
Okay.
It's not just a time travel thriller. There's a real emotional core to it that seems to be resonating with people.
Right. And that comes up in almost every single reaction.
Yeah, and that's not always a given with these types of films.
Especially with this genre, things can get a little out of hand.
Absolutely.
A little hokey.
Yeah.
A little over the top.
Style over substance.
Right. This one seems different.
Yeah, this one seems like it's got something to say.
Yeah, and it's not just like some generic haunted house, cabin in the woods, things go bump in the night thriller.
Right.
This setting, Caddo Lake, Texas, this place is practically a character in and of itself.
That's a good point.
Right.
And the fact that they filmed on location there,
Yeah.
I think that adds a whole other layer
Absolutely.
to the film. Like eerie beauty, this sort of Southern Gothic atmosphere.
That authenticity that you just can't fake it.
You can't fake it. You can't recreate it in a studio. And I think that adds to one source called it a commitment to practical effects.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that adds to that tangible, unsettling atmosphere.
Yes. And you can feel that, even reading these reactions.
You can feel it.
That there's something special about this location.
Yeah.
Speaking of special, can we talk about these performances for a second?
Oh, absolutely.
Because Dylan O'Brien, we love him.
Sure.
Expect great things.
Yeah.
But Eliza Scanlon.
Yeah.
Every single person, every review, every reaction is mentioning her.
She's fantastic.
There's this one article that talks about this like 2-second clip, this like sizzle reel, just her, 2 seconds, and apparently it's the most chilling, captivating thing.
Wow.
2 seconds.
That's all it took.
That's all it takes.
That's incredible.
And it makes me think that the filmmakers are so confident in their ability to draw us in.
Yeah.
It's not about the big stars. It's not about the jump scares. It's about mood, performance. Yeah. It's about trusting the audience to just go along for the ride.
Trusting the audience to trust them.
Yeah.
And to lean into the mystery.
And, are there mysteries? Mm-hmm. These twists and turns everyone keeps mentioning. And apparently, the final twist.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to give anything away, but...
Don't spoil it.
Multiple people called out this final twist, saying it's just as emotionally devastating as it is unexpected.
Right.
Which makes me think there's a lot more going on beneath the surface here.
Yeah, it's very carefully constructed. The whole thing, nothing is by accident. Which, again, speaks to what you were saying about the emotional impact.
And it seems like patience is key with this one.
Okay.
One thing that jumps out from these reactions is the pacing. A lot of deliberate, a lot of slow burn. But then it sounds like the second half of this film really kicks into high gear.
Yeah.
And I love a film that makes me work for it a little bit. You got to earn those twists and turns, right?
It's true.
Keep me on the edge of my seat.
But again, I think that also speaks to the idea that this is a film that stays with you because you've had time to really sit with these characters, sit with this world. Yeah. It's not just hitting you over the head with, cheap thrills.
And there is that element of, you were talking about the emotional core, and one viewer described a scene, and again, not giving anything away, but involving redacted to avoid spoilers as one of the most moving things I've ever seen on film.
Wow. Powerful.
Powerful, right. So it seems like these slower, quieter moments,
right,
they're setting the stage for something really powerful.
Yeah, it's all about the setup and payoff, right?
Absolutely.
And those quieter moments, I think, allow you to really appreciate when things do ramp up in the second half.
And it makes you think about the time travel element, right?
Yeah.
Because if they're taking this approach with the pacing, with the emotional weight, are the rules of time travel even important?
Right. Are they just a plot device?
Or is it a vehicle for something much more profound?
Oh, exactly.
There's so much to unpack there.
There really is. And that's, I think, the mark of a really, really great film. It's something that you think about long after the credits have rolled. It sparks conversation.
Absolutely.
It makes you question things. And in this case, maybe even question your own perception of time, memory, maybe even reality itself.
Right. And based on these reactions, this isn't just a one-and-done kind of experience.
No.
People are already saying they need to see it again.
Multiple viewings required.
Just to catch all those little details.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
This Caddo Lake, it's a must-see.
On my list.